Well, hello there and welcome to the Aussie Veteran. How are you doing this morning? How are you? I've been waiting for you. Alright, I'm trying to get up to 100 subscribers, but today I've got a really good video for you. Bit of a freaky video for you. It's called the Top 15s. Well, it's actually called the Top 15 Scary Videos That Still Remain Unsolved. Pretty crazy that when you think about it, really, isn't it? Unsolved. Alright, without further ado. Oh, by the way, go over there to Top 15s. That's simply what it's called, Top 15s. Run by Chills, I believe. Sounds like Chill's voice. And subscribe, notification bell, and ding-a-ling-a-ling. That's what they want. Show them some love. He's only he's really struggling on about 3.4 million people. Oh God, I'd kill for that. No, but he's so good. I've been watching him for ages, and it's about time I showed you people, if you don't mind. Sorry, that was a bit loud in your ear. But anyway, without further ado, let's go.
Do you think you could be a detective? Well, let's see if you can figure out the answers to these mysteries, because these top 15 scary videos remain unsolved. Number 15, Tesla Ghost. Do Teslas have spiritual powers? Ask Elon Musk. Published by Heather's Aesthetics and More in June of 2021. Heather claims she was driving her Tesla Model 3 when its camera detected spirits in a cemetery. The group is sitting in her car facing a cemetery when scary little people figures appear on the Tesla's camera screen. The screen shows two adult figures walking, then there's no one there. Then a dog figure appears. This prompts one of the people in the car to get out and investigate. His figure is immediately picked up by the sensor, while the two other figures remain on screen as well. A moment later, a child figure pops up right next to the man and then disappears. The other figures disappear as well, but they reappear briefly again. Is this just a tech glitch, or does this device recognize the spiritual world? Number 14, Superman. Have you ever seen Superman in the flesh? Well, you're about to. Published in November of 2012, this mysterious video shows a car slowly spinning out of control on an icy road in Russia. Men in the video are standing around waiting to slow it down before it hits the cars parked on the other side of the road. As it continues to slide, two men attempt to slow its speed but are pushed out of the way like cardboard cutouts.
Black ice. I don't think we have that in Australia. Let me know if we do in the comments.
But then, just as it's about to slam into a parked car, one man appears out of nowhere, takes two quick strides toward it, and places both hands on the car's trunk, bringing it to a sudden halt.
No way. And he walked between the vehicles too.
Everyone erupts in cheers and applause, and then the Super Russian disappears, never to be seen or heard from again. Well, we couldn't find any more info about him. Number 13, Bride Ghost.
I like that.
Do you take this ghost to be your wife? Published in September of 2020, this team is looking for their bride.
I want to do
They
this.
find her.
I really want to do
Out
this.
deep in the forest, a bride dressed in a sparkling coral veil appears.
Just for a second, if you don't mind. If there's any ghost, paranormal, or any sort of thing like that in Perth, Western Australia, can you please let me know? I'd like to go on one of these little hunts. I'll film my part of it, obviously, and you can see how much of a pussy I am. But I shouldn't say that, sorry. No, yeah, I would shit bricks, but I would love to go on one, so let me know if you hear something. Sorry.
They race toward her around a tree, but by the time they reach it, she's vanished. Is this just another case of cold feet, or are they the very cold feet of a ghost? Runaway bride or not, it takes mad skills to disappear into oblivion.
That's
Number
weird,
12,
wasn't it, eh?
miracle in Turkey. This miraculous event was caught on camera in Adana, Turkey. A tradesman was working in front of his shop to fix a counter. If he continued as he was,
Whoa!
he could have had his life taken by a passing truck whose back swung open. Instead, he ducked. Why?
Oof.
Because some random stranger passing by touched his shoulder in warning. This caused this man to look towards the speeding pickup truck whose box lid had opened out to the side. In a split second, the man ducked for cover, just missing being hit by inches. After the scary event, the tradesman said that the man had told him, "Look behind you." The stranger had not even turned back to look himself, nor was the truck back open until after he
That would have put him in
warned
hospital.
Instead, this man somehow knew this incident was
Maybe
going
even
to
killed him
happen
if he was
before it happened.
elderly
Was it
or-
intuition or a
he looks a
guardian
bit
angel
old.
caught on camera? Number 11, Paranormal Activity. Have you ever seen something levitate? Published by Mr. Cool in September of 2021. This scary video caught several
What's
unusual
that?
things on
Oh, it's a
camera.
cat.
First, the door of the
Fucking
tall
cat.
clock swings open on its own. Next, a cat sitting near the wall of a storage area is alerted to activity going on behind it. It turns to stare with glowing eyes when a push cart starts to move. A moment later, the cart begins to lift off the ground while the cat crouches in the attack position. Another video in the same storage area catches something pale and vaguely transparent peeking in and out from behind one of the windows to the next room. Did this unknown being cause the push cart to levitate? The mystery remains unsolved. Number 10.
I believe that.
Poltergeist
I
problems.
believe that one.
Think you have the place to yourself? Maybe you're not alone after all.
Oh, no.
Published to
Please.
Toppy in September of 2021, the
She's
scary
gonna
video
run.
follows 4 nights spent with a poltergeist. The team installed security cameras around their haunted house and then they simply waited. Here's what they found. While one of the team is standing in her robe, clipping her fingernails, an unsettling noise is heard behind her. She turns around and presumably sees nothing but hurries out of the room.
I heard that.
Later in that same room, the armoire door creaks open on its own in the middle of the night. A strange hissing is heard, and it seems to disturb the man sleeping in the room.
That's not sound. That was
In another room
either
of
him
the house, the
farting.
camera captures a thumping noise.
Gone. I'm out of that house.
The note
Fuck it.
reads that the sound was
Gone.
coming from the
Happens here.
bathroom.
Gone.
Shortly after, from the same camera, another noise is heard, this one coming from the kitchen. This house has one or two many bumps in the night, and its mystery remains unsolved.
Yeah, she
Number
legitimately
9,
heard that.
Lady in Black. If you see a lady in black, don't stick around. Published by Franco TV in September of 2021.
Oh, Franco. I've
This
got to do it,
woman
Franco.
at
I
a
love this
creepy
one.
witch camp has Franco seeing this lady out. While at the creepy camp, Franco is standing in the darkness looking toward what appears to be a fountain. With his flashlight on, a figure dressed in all black appears to move just beyond the fountain to the right before Franco turns his flashlight off. Can you see it?
Yeah, you can just
In
see some legs
examining
walking
some of
away.
the photos that people have left behind on a wooden shed, Franco comes across the saying, "An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind." Cue the chills. Displayed in glass shelves, Franco examines these scary objects: skulls, a free knowledge he had, a Ouija board, and other creepy odds and ends. Later, while wandering around the neighborhood, a creepy omen appears, a black cat. What does this mean for
two
Franco's
black
immediate
cats.
future?
Oh, a black
While
cat.
continuing to wander, a ghostly mist floats into Franco's path. It appears in the shape of a figure. Not long after, a strange wailing voice can be heard in the darkness.
I heard something.
Fast forward a bit, and Franco crosses paths with an old man dressed in a black hooded cape who looks to be getting something out of a vending machine.
I just found the person right there.
Yeah, that's... you freak out.
Well, this may seem like nothing. As Franco is standing on the end of the video, he hears a distant scream.
I will see you.
Run!
Although it's faint,
Go.
that scream is bone-chilling.
Nah,
Is it the
avoid.
lady in black, or just someone else looking for chills in the night? Number 8.
He's got
House
some
of the
balls, that Franco.
Churchyard. A house that's located
By himself
in
all
a
the time.
churchyard. What could go wrong? Published by Dark Mystic in September of 2021, this scary paranormal investigation is about to send you running for the hills while exploring a dilapidated house near a Russian churchyard. This man hears a bump in the night. It starts off small, a thump from something unseen. But then it's loud enough to rattle the camera and shake the room. It then sounds like something is being thrown across the room.
Be gone. Yeah, nah, go on.
And later, a cupboard door swings open and closed. Later, an EVP device tells the ghost hunter to look in Russian.
Смотри.
He wonders what he should be looking at, but hears a sound like a snap.
Смотри.
In another room, a strange rattling sound is heard on camera.
Yeah, I hear it.
Later, as he continues to talk to the device, the liquid in the teacup seems to jump. As he keeps up the conversation with the spirits, something rattles and shakes in the wardrobe nearby.
Добра не жди.
I don't know about this. This could be something like
At the same time, in the other room, a camera captures a deep rumbling.
something like Tim Morozov, I think he was called. He ended up coming out and saying he faked everything. I was like, what? So I believe.
Is there something living in this house in the churchyard? Perhaps the spirits aren't happy in the dirt. Number 7.
Nice house,
Saving
Russell.
the girls. This paranormal team is setting out on a mission to save the spirits of the girls who once lived in this abandoned farm. Published in September of 2021, these ghost hunters are about to uncover a mysterious and dangerous truth while investigating the rundown hovel. The vicious spirits that are also present are immediately out for their lives. One throws a piece of corrugated metal
I've seen
down
that.
on one of the
Jesus.
hunters. The metal was leaning up against the wall a moment before,
Wow.
and nothing behind it.
Oh,
Outside the home,
that's-
they hear
I'll be
creepy
gone.
noises in the woods.
I'll be gone.
Is someone stalking them? Later, while wandering around the premises, something is heard making a racket inside the house. The guys don't see anything and decide to continue on. While inside the building, they hear something that causes them to be quiet.
Única parte do chão que tá meio que deitados.
Then heavier noises are heard, but it's not clear where they're coming from. Later, as they're communicating with the spirits via spirit box, an object in another room is thrown and breaks.
Now, are all 4 of them in the room?
Did the team manage to save these girls from this aggressive spirit? We can only hope. Number 6,
That was good, I like
Monster
that.
Stalks Man. What would you do if a monster 3 times your height came after you? Published by the
smash it in the
Explorer
face.
Returns in May of 2021. This explorer returned to a creepy abandoned building at 1 a.m. and he returned
You get one of them
alone.
in your bush, mate.
As
You'll know
Connor's
about.
in one of the rooms, he finds a makeshift bed of cardboard under a table. While he's explaining this, a snapping sound is heard outside. He turns to the broken window, but there's nothing out of there but darkness.
That's his bed there under the table. Hello? Is there someone out there?
He also hears footsteps
Why
and a
was you saying
strange
that? I'll just turn the
high-pitched
light out.
noise.
Quiet.
Hello?
Like a crackling noise.
Taking all of this in, he decides to leave, and fast. He next searches through a large empty warehouse and
Spooky.
encounters a random bathtub in the middle of the place. As he examines it, he hears footsteps again.
So random.
Gone. I am gone.
He again leaves in a hurry, but before he does, he turns back and says there's a huge animal down at the end of the warehouse that's triple his size.
I don't know what that is, but I need to get out of here now because that is like triple my size. Oh my, it's coming. Oh my.
As the unseen creature pursues him, Connor hurries out, likely never to return to this place again. I just wish we could see this creature. Number 5, hospital room.
Didn't even say
Whose
it.
soul remains on bed rest in this abandoned hospital. Posted to TikTok, this creepy clip appears to be filmed in an old hospital room. In this room sits a wheelchair. It looks like a pillow has been placed in its seat. It's unclear why, but the man in the clip is looking through the window at the wheelchair and panicking.
Ini! Suara teman-teman.
Oh, it's not the hand guy. Oh no.
Itu loh! Itu!
He tries the door to the room, which is firmly locked, before returning to the window. That's when he sees it.
That's what he does all the
wheelchair is
time.
moving on its own. It moves to
Sorry.
the opposite end of the room where it stops and turns slightly.
Bitch.
Itu belok!
The man runs away from the room. As many advise him in the comments of this video, it's probably best to leave this mystery behind where it belongs. Number 4, Jinn
That was
Run.
great.
Jinn are terrifying creatures, and this scary video is yet another proof. Published in April of 2019, this explorer finds himself face to face with the devil. As this explorer wanders around a decrepit house, he suddenly senses something in a room to his right. When he pulls his camera towards it, a tile is hanging out of the ceiling with a light fixture attached.
Bismillah! Bismillah!
Bismillah.
Both are swinging all around. He enters the room, and a second later, the door slams and he cannot get out.
له ما في السماوات وما ما في الأرض. بسم الله!
It is locked tight. He tries repeatedly to open it. As he panics, he finally lets go of the door, and the lock is seen turning on its own.
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض.
Once unlocked, the door slowly opens. On the other side is nothing but darkness, but when he enters the next room, he is thrown to the ground. Is this Jinn just playing, or is this Jinn looking to take a life? Number 3,
I didn't see
in
anyone
the
open the door.
hallway.
That's pretty-
This creepy image is making our skin crawl. Published on a Russian channel, we weren't able to track down the original source of this image or video. It appears to show someone who is not quite well, rambling down a hallway, veiled in shadow. The rest is left up to our imagination, but judging by the figure's unsettling posture and the tilt of its head, the effect is immediate chills. Notice the bottles of booze on the floor in the corner and the cans scattered across
I'll be
the
down
hallway
there on the
floor.
skull.
Something isn't right here, and without any background information, the mystery remains unsolved. Number 2, old
We're getting
wheelchair. Do you think old items can be possessed by the spirits of their former owners? Posted to the r/ghosts subreddit by Trevor Bolin. This creepy old wheelchair certainly seems to have a history. The wheelchair in the video is partially obscured behind a shelf of old parts. It's seen moving a bit at a time. Filmed at his work, Trevor writes that only he and his general manager work there, and the wheelchair was moving even before he started filming. To appease skeptics, he captured a second video that shows that he wasn't creeping around behind the shelves exactly. He filmed the first video as he was coming up the stairs, which is when he caught the wheelchair moving on its own. From its appearance, that wheelchair for sure has a history. As Redditor Mr. Meow02 remarks, that thing is creepy just looking at it.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds?
Definitely have.
Because we upload a new scary video every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at Dylan'sChillingYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1, Standing on a Tree. This one is Defying Gravity, published by Scared Yet in September of 2021. This creepy video from the internet had us all scratching our heads. The short clip shows a tree in broad daylight, pretty normal. But oddly, a figure that looks like a woman standing very still is perched on one of the tree's top branches. Whether the figure is real or fake, floating or somehow standing atop the tree or attached to it, the question remains, how did it get there? And more
what are you doing out there?
Why? Thanks for checking out this video.
Especially if you're looking in the backyard.
Because we upload new countdowns every Tuesday and Saturday. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of our other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy.
I like that
Think you're
guy.
a tough guy?
I like that guy. Dylan's chilling. Calls himself Chills. He's got some really good content. And he's got a creepy voice to go with it. That's why I like him. I mean, I'm looking at the scariest head of them. Oh, just let me X that out there on this side of the thing. All right, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Add me a comment. Tomorrow I'm going to try and look up this thing for one of the boys told me about. He emailed me overnight. He's asking me about the Babylon and the Anarchy or Unaki and where Mesopotamia, Iraq, that area, Iran, all that sort of stuff. So I'll be doing a video on that for him and I'll give him a shout out at the beginning of the video. But for now, farewell, my good friends. I love you all, and you know what to do from here. Hit the subscribe button, please. I'm begging you for subscribers. I love yous. Peace out.